link. I'm gonna see if I can do that. Share, copy link. Oh, I guess I can't because we're on my phone. Do you have your phone? Go get it.
Okay.
Get your phone. We're gonna share it with everybody that's in the other link or other stream. So weird though. Here, I will take that. Thank you. Okay. Sorry about that. It just, I don't know. Lately, that's just what happens. So here we are. Okay, let me go in. Sorry, we're trying to like do this at the same time. So apologies. Here's the link for the new stream. Okay, I just put it in there. Link for part 2. This chat is dead. Bye-bye now. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's been happening lately with that. We've had this happen multiple times where it just stops and that's it. I don't know what's going on.
But we're not going to sit and dwell on it as long as people can figure it out. There we go. I don't know what we were talking about though.
I don't know either.
I have no idea. But here we are. This is my fear. I get frozen while having a funny facial expression. Yeah, it happens. It's just part of the like. It's part of how it goes, I guess.
Thanks, Jeff. Thank you, bud.
Thank you. Are you still in the old chat?
I don't know.
Yeah, you are. You gotta exit and go to the new one. Oh my gosh, it's frozen with me like this. Hi, and oh well. Like I said, we don't. That's the old chat. You're still back in the old one. Weird. You can just click the link. There you go. All right. Well, somebody's in here. Anyway, we're back. We're just getting it all set up here. Sorry about it.
The weird thing is with how YouTube works, and
hey, Victor's here too.
And I know that it would seem impossible, but that there's 2 streams going on.
I know, it's so weird.
At the
like,
same
how?
time. That's got to be some weird glitch because how can there be 2 streams going on at the same time?
It's mind-boggling. It's literally mind-boggling how
or mind-boggling.
Dude, I love that it's frozen. Legit, I'm like this.
Yeah.
Like, I look like frozen, like I'm sad about, I'm angry. Oh, well.
Deanna says, Katie, especially have you tried Monty's Good Burger? It's in the LA area. They have 4 locations. It's
Wait,
a vegan.
Good Burger?
It's a vegan In-N-Out burger. Monty's Good Burger.
Rad, never heard
we have
of
not. Good idea, Deanna.
Jeremy sends 5. Katie, sword in the stone or Robin Hood? Robin Hood. 100%. It's somebody's birthday today. Newson 808. Happy birthday! Any plans to hit the snow? Big Bear and show us around town? You know, we thought about that, but it just kind of depends, you know? Tim, which place do you guys prefer hanging out in more? Here or the Malibu place? They're both wonderful. It's kind of like Disneyland and Disney World.
It's apples and oranges. They're so different that it's, you know.
They're both very different, but they're both, they both have their, one has things that the other doesn't.
Yeah, they both have their
so
merit.
It's fun.
If that's.
You just find us more in the Orange County place because Disneyland and it's got all of our belongings in it. We kind of made it to where Malibu is more of like the little escape or we just go for a little bit. So that's what we do.
Pinball 541. Spencer, remember the Space Mountain escalator? Absolutely do.
Dude, I even do. I think.
It was right in the center there, and it went right up to the thing. You didn't have to walk up that little thing in the back and come around.
Yeah.
It went right up from Tomorrowland into the center of that queue. It made a lot of sense. But I guess the reason they took it out was because they could extend the queue further back from the escalator. So I get it. But it was very cool because, you know, much like the gantry lift for the rocket jets that used to be above the people mover, part of it's like the attraction started when you were taking the gantry lift up. Part of the attraction for Space Mountain started when you took the escalator up to this other level of this thing that you were about to go in space. So it added to the queue aspect of it, as opposed to having to walk up these ramps that don't really transform you in any way. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I get it why they did it.
Are we going to see a little bit more of Pixar Charlie this year? He's everybody's fun uncle, and we just love him. I hope so. If he's not working, he works so much, and we hope to see more of him 100% always. Chef Katie, what's for dinner tonight? You'll see on tomorrow's vlog. Did you see Hong Kong is closing for 2 weeks? Well, hopefully it is only 2 weeks. They told us that once before. Come to Alwani, hopefully someday soon. If there's a troll, don't worry. We have awesome moderators. We don't pay attention to them. Think we should avoid staying at Disneyland Hotel because of all the construction. It's up to you. I think you have to kind of look into it and double check. If you have any concerns about something that you think would ruin your stay, I would call them and ask about it. Like, hey, am I going to hear a lot of noise or what? Hey, you guys mentioned they're taking down the decorations on the 9th. Is that during the day or the night after? I believe they start taking them down that night on the 9th. I don't think they just disappear, but that's what they do. What do you use as food seasoning? A lot of garlic and Lowry seasoning salt. Those are like my 2 main things. Lately, Trader Joe's Green Goddess. It's been good too. Devin sends 5. Thank you. Have you ever had the Lily Bell train car experience at Disneyland? Make a vlog about it.
We
haven't.
I'm sad to say we have not.
I think back then when I did, I think I was doing Periscope, and it's one of those things that got left there, and I think I actually deleted that scope.
I haven't, honestly, here's the thing too. I haven't seen the Lily Bell on the train in a long time.
Oh.
I don't think it's been there since the reopening.
Huh.
Because we have the Excursion 5 and the Holiday 5, which means the 5 cars that they pull behind the train are either Excursion or Holiday. Holiday faces sideways, Excursion faces forward, and then that's it. Now, the Lily Bell is like a caboose almost, that's an enclosed cabin that is, super nice. I haven't seen the Lily Bell on the tracks since the park reopened. I could be wrong. I personally haven't seen it, so I don't think it's been around since.
Christine, thank you for the 10. Henry, I hope you're feeling better.
Henry!
He says, I need me some soup. I will make some soup.
Or as I call him, Henry. That's
I will make some soup for you, Henry. Christopher, thank you for the 5. An escalator to Space Mountain and a 2-story Starcade.
The 2-story Starcade was like, I'm sorry, but I grew up in the era of arcades, video games, places to play video games, and Starcade had an escalator that went to a 2nd level because they had so many games that it needed 2 levels.
Ooh, so good.
That was a mind blower to me. That escalator is now gone. The space of Starcade still exists because they did the Magic Key Lounge there. They've done things upstairs. It's the extended queue for Space Mountain now. But the escalator that used to take you up to play more video games sadly is gone.
Yeah. Pinball Wizard. Thank you, Terry. Wanted to wish my favorite Disney duo and all the blabbers Happy New Year. Happy New Year,
Thank
everyone.
you, Terry.
I love that. We're still soaking that in and
Las Vegas Terry.
feeling it.
Yeah.
Buttercake. I love CPK. Dude, CPK is amazing. I love their Chinese chicken salad. Does Disney do any celebrations in the park during the Easter period? Yeah, they do. What's in Katie's cup? I put a little bit of coconut water for electrolytes and then a little squirt of the Mio and then water. That's all it is. Is Henry sick? Yes, he's sick. He got it. Spencer, Space Place Restaurant or Tomorrowland Terrace?
Probably Tomorrowland Terrace if you're asking me to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got back from vacation with anxiety. Work is backlogged, so I have you guys playing in the background to keep me calm while I catch up on this admin. Thank you for who you are and what you do. Aww. Happy to have you here, and I get the anxiety thing. Costco vlog soon. I love the Christmas one. We did one. When did we do our Costco? When was our recent one?
A couple of weeks ago.
Right after Christmas, but we'll definitely do another one for January. Probably mid-month is when you can expect that. Costco's like going to the regular rotation. Like, love Costco and Disney and Target.
There was a question about. Mike says, "Are you both going to any of the Disney After Hours events?" Not as of now. That could change, but right now we don't have. We didn't buy any of those. Reason being, they're not really our cup of tea. I hate to say it, but it's like they kind of are a photo op party.
Yeah.
If you're gonna try to define what those things are.
Yeah.
For
filming, it's just not.
Well, not even that. It's just that like we're not so much into photo ops. Like we're not the ones to wait in line to go take a photo in front of a display for a certain thing or with a character. While that's very cool, and we have no issue with that of people doing that, it's just not something that we like to do that much, and to wait in line for an hour to do that. Are there benefits to those parties? Yes. The benefits end up being that you get to go into the park 3 hours early before those set events, and during those events, because it's kind of a photo op thing, and everybody's in line to do photo ops and get the special foods. You can ride crush, as Bricky would say.
I love when he says that. If you want to go crush rides,
you can ride crush pretty hardcore in those events because everybody's distracted doing other things.
Right.
So, for us, we get to access a lot of those rides, a lot of those things all the time. So, for us to pay in excess of $100 a piece to do that, to ride crush, we're kind of like, eh. Now,
there's also some foods and stuff.
There's some foods. Now, there's times, trust me, like when we're gonna go and we'll do those things. But they, it's not our like 100% cup of tea. I'm not gonna say 100% if we're not doing them or we are, but like it's just
of right now, there's no.
As of right now, no plans. Yeah.
Michael sends 10. Once COVID settles, do you plan on trying to do the Disney parks outside the U.S.? Sure. I'll also have my next 2 trips prepped. Love it. February 1st weekend and birthday week of April 3rd. Hope to see you guys.
Oh,
I sure hope
to see
so.
you, Michael.
Happy
Yeah.
early birthday.
Yeah.
I had it last week. Being vaccinated helped. Good. Yeah. I feel like every single person is getting it, but a lot of people that got their vaccines tend to have been so much better. So thankful.
Dominique says, "Why is Sweethearts Night a no-go?" It's just not our thing. Like I said, I don't want to sound redundant, but it's a lot of photo ops.
If they were to offer something that would be kind of different and whatnot for us, then I think we would go. But we're just
not into. Here's the thing, too. They're 4-hour events, okay? And so when you're talking about 4 hours, you're talking about the lines for these photo ops are excessive. The trying to get the special food. There is no way, there's no way humanly possible to experience everything they have to offer in 4 hours.
Not that there is too much to offer, to be honest.
Well, but even if you do, if you try to do all the photo ops and all the food offerings and all the things that you find in the little brochure, it's nearly impossible. And for the price that you're paying, we just don't see the value in it being pass holders and magic key holders. So for us, it's not.
The 90s night was fun. It was because that was like an interesting, like weird niche, and like there's a lot of throwback that Disney had, so that was kind of worth the money to see that throwback.
Yeah.
But for Sweethearts, it's like, okay, that's great and it's romantic and it's cute, but it just isn't. And like, I think with everything, and what we value is probably different than what you value. So you have to just look at it and,
Yeah, it's...
Jeff Pike says, put live Muppets in every land and I'm going to dark event. Exactly. Like,
the
if
Muppets...
it's something different, then sure. I think it's like, but say you're a really big Star Wars fan, the Star Wars After Dark event might be really worth it for you.
Yeah, you never know.
So you have to really look at what it is that's worth it.
We speak from personal experience, and we can't speak for everyone when we say what we say and what I say. It's merely my opinion and how we approach things. You may really enjoy getting all the photo ops with rare characters.
Isn't it on Valentine's Day?
Probably.
Because that's not how I'd want to spend my Valentine's Day stressing out trying to get a bunch of photos and blah, blah, blah. I have like for us as a couple, I would rather go to the beach or like go out to dinner. That's what I want to do
or like
on Valentine's
stay
Day.
home. I don't know.
Jeremy sends 5. Spencer, speaking of arcades, do they have an arcade museum in LA somewhere?
Not that I know of. That's a good question. Arcade museum. That's interesting. No, I haven't heard of anything such, Jeremy. But that's it's definitely got me intrigued. If there are arcade museums in general.
Yeah, if they did 90s night or 80s night, maybe I would do that again. But even then, you have to also remember too, like when we're making these vlogs, it's really hard when the music's loud. Like that is like.
Here's a good point. Pinball 541 says seeing Videopolis alive again for one night was worth it.
There you go.
So did they do that for one of them or something?
Yeah, 90s.
Okay.
Or 80s, 90s.
So that's cool.
80s.
That makes sense.
And I don't even think we made it back there.
No, we did. Were we at 90s night? I don't even remember.
We went to 90s night.
It was that memorable for me.
Yeah. I think what was the one where it was like Javier and me and we were all, I can't even remember. This is like I can't remember. Would you guys ever consider doing a vlog road trip like the Woo? Maybe drive up north like Seattle. Depending on how things go, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be getting over COVID. So thankfully, like, there's a part of me that's just, I'm so exhausted from hearing and thinking about the Rona. I'm just like, bye. I'm done with it. Like,
I'm just done hearing about it.
I know.
And it's
like
just,
I just hear that word and I just want to be like, oh.
And that's not to say like that.
We don't take it seriously.
No, we don't take it seriously, and then we don't feel for people that have lost folks, and we have lost folks too. Mm-hmm. So it's not about that. It's just that
it's that exhaustion of it.
After a while, it's like, you know, with the way media is, I hate to say it.
Yeah.
They just drone on and on and on about it.
Victor says yes, and I'll drive.
So we're just kind of tired of hearing.
Yeah. It's like,
about it, you know, and it's like at certain points it's news, and at certain points it's just fear-inducing nonsense, and it's just like, okay, like enough, like we get it.
We know what we're supposed to do.
We get it. Socially distance, wash our hands, wear our masks. We get it. Like enough. Like what else is there? There's really not much more to it.
Yeah, you have
at this point. Vaccinate. That's it.
It's like
know.
The horse is dead. You're just shooting it again and again and again.
Yeah.
Disney Ortega, thank you for the 5. Just wanted to say Happy New Year. Hope you guys are doing well. I think Disneyland or DCA should do a scary maze or 2 during Halloween that only 13 plus can enter. That would be amazing. Gina, thank you for the 5. This strain isn't as bad. It's to the point where it's getting weaker. Oh, that's good. I hope that's the case.
That's what we hear.
Yeah, so hopefully that's the case. I just don't like people being sick in general with anything. Like, this is also the time of year where Spencer and I are extra careful in general. This was before COVID even happened. We're very careful because we don't want to get sick in general. We work for ourselves, so if one of us gets sick, like, that really destroys a lot for us. So, favorite breakfast spot at DCA?
Oh.
We don't really go there a lot for breakfast.
That's a great question because I'm thinking, like, where have we gone?
We do like Flo's. We do.
That was the first thing I thought was
Flo's. We tend to go to Flo's. Yeah, we tend to go to Flo's a lot.
Other than that, I'm like, what else is there?
I know. Be Yourself Adventures, The Knack, My Corona.
Nice.
Stephanie, I'm so sorry to hear that you lost your father-in-law from it. See, that's the point. Like, I don't even like hearing it. Just makes me sad. It's hurtful.
We've all.
Painful and sad.
I would say that anybody on this planet probably has somebody that they have lost due to this thing. So
know that, like, we feel for you, and it's just so sad, and we just want to try to think of happy things, and I'm just I don't know. Think of the good things. Let's see. What is your favorite memory with Magic Journeys? Vegas.
That's so many.
I'd say Vegas. I know the one I'm thinking of, and I can't, I don't want to say it.
We've had some good times.
So let's just say it was at Vegas, New York. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Well, I would couple that with. No, hold on. No, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
We're not going to mention it, but I would couple it with that, and then the moment we had with Theme Park Obsession, Fresh Baked, and Magic Journeys
at Park MGM.
At Park MGM.
Yes.
Say no more.
Say no more.
And if
what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
That's right.
Good stuff.
And those channels know what I'm talking about. Legendary stuff. If you guys only knew. And I'm sorry that I can't share it all with you because.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying. Yeah, wild stuff.
I would love to get the perspective from everybody. I mean, I know what well, gosh, it was wild. It was absolutely wild.
We had a really good time.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I know that I know what you're talking about, but sorry, my back is so itchy. Can you itch my back in the middle? Oh yeah, Din Tai Fung was good. Thank you. You got the spot. I was literally like itching for so long. But yeah, it was so much fun. I can't wait for you guys to be in another video with Bricky again. Dude, we can't wait either.
We missed the Brick.
We missed the Brickster.
He was back at Disneyland yesterday.
Of course we missed him by a day.
He did a live stream. Go check that out.
Oh my gosh. I love the vlog of Chicken Guy. I started singing that song today.
Chicken guy. I gotta get some chicken guy. Chicken guy. We gotta get some chicken guy.
What's been your favorite vlog with Adam the Woo over the years?
Oh man.
Definitely. Oh man, because
I would say New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's 2018 to 2019.
New Year's was amazing.
I feel like there was another one that like was so.
There's been so many, but New Year's stands out because we all laughed so hard.
Like to the point of like almost died, but we've
had a lot of good ones with Adam. Yeah.
So many good memories with that guy. Yeah. He is like just the funniest, most thoughtful human. Like he sees and thinks of things that like you don't even. I'm just telling you, if you ever get a chance to, be in his presence.
Oh man.
You're lucky because he is incredible.
He's the real deal.
His residence is in Florida now, so just check out his channel. I think when he lost his hat on Big Thunder Mountain, that's where he explains everything, where he is. So Katie, my husband and I argued about white versus yellow lights at Christmas, and I lost it.
Gosh.
White tree, yellow tree. Oh, the rat at knots, dude.
That was a good time too.
That was a good one.
Somebody said. It's a good question. Katie Kim says, what does Disney mean to you guys? How would you explain it to someone who's never experienced the magic?
Wow. Okay. What does Disney mean to me? Disney means to me that I can be and do whatever I want. I'm accepted and happy, and it encourages me to accept people for who they are and what they are. It's like a judgment-free zone where you're free to be whoever you want to be. Like, over there, it's like, it doesn't matter, what you look like. It doesn't matter if you have a disability. It's, your gender, your orientation, whatever it may be, it's welcomed there, and it's magic, and you get to be a kid and carefree.
I think that's it. You kind of hit it there with.
You get to be a kid.
About being a child with an unlimited amount of imagination, and that imagination being realized in a physical space, and getting to just kind of experience magic in a physical form, right. It's the place where imagination is realized.
Yeah. I would definitely say that. Let me see here. I need to find something on your phone. You can read that, sorry.
Tristan sends 10. Thank you, Tristan. Katie, does anyone tell you that you're beautiful without makeup?
Spencer does.
I do. I tell my makeup peeps that I'm going to tell you, keep the natural beauty and don't cover up all the time, and you'll be surprised.
Thank you. That's so sweet for the commercials.
Oh.
I get a lot of talk about my makeup. So people have this like thought that they think the thought, and not just people, but more or less trolls and haters, but they have this like
trolls. We don't have any trolls.
I would say just like either that or people that don't like me or whatever it may be. they have this like weird idea that like they own my face and they know what looks. Whoa, hold on. Oh boy, there we go. They have this weird idea that they know what looks good on my face. Like, I'd love to see Katie with a softer eyebrow or with this eyebrow and that eyebrow. And it's like, homie, this is my face. I love it. Like, I have control of my eyebrows and I like them the way they are. There's some weird controversy about my eyebrows that, you know, people just are like, whew, so on it about. So
I'm not able to do that right now.
Yeah. So. Anyway, so I guess my point is though, they have this weird thought in their head that like they have a right to tell me how to do my makeup and what they like. It's like, it's not your face. Like, just like, I love Spencer's little curls on his hair, but that's not my head. You have to do what you like and what makes you feel confident and happy. That's what matters. That's what makes you you. And that's freaking great. So I appreciate though that, you know, you can see my beauty without makeup. You know, and I like to do videos like we shot today with no makeup on because I want girls to feel like, you know, yeah, I may sometimes pull off a really like, girls look at snatch, her face looks amazing. But at the same time, you know, it's just, you know, you can also be au naturel. So, okay, let's see. Sticks and stones, Katie B, you 100%. Even if you were the juiciest peach, there's still someone who doesn't love peaches. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's amazing how many people just, for whatever reason, just don't like you. But it's weird. It's those people that watch every video. Like, every video.
Oh, yeah, and we thank them because they are contributing to our success at our, you know, what we do by watching the videos. Watching the videos is everything to us.
That's how we make our money.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to, you know, hate on us and troll on us and watch every video and break it down, feel free and thank you for doing that because
you're just paying.
You are paying us every time you do that, so we are indebted to you.
I think that's another good lesson to share, though, because
even the haters, we have love for you.
Yeah,
we do.
Well, also I think too, if you're not being hated, you're not relevant.
No, like, the minute they stop talking about you,
that's a bad thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of better that they're yakking about us. I mean, they got chat rooms, all kinds of things.
Please don't stop.
Keep it going, kids.
Yeah, we need you.
Now, here's the other thing, though, is like a lot of people always say, how can we support you? How can we support your channel? I don't understand the Patreon thing. I don't understand the Super Chat thing. You watch our videos, you are helping us. You are fueling our lives. This is our job, and you're doing it. So the least you can do, the most you can do, the least, the most, whatever you want to call it, just watching our videos.
Yeah.
You're helping us so much, and that's why every time we meet somebody in the parks, 9 times out of 10, unless we're like running or busy or in a fight or something, we're always going to thank you because you watch our videos. Thank you. Like, genuinely thank you.
Watching our videos supports us, and that's all we ever ask.
Yeah, and we appreciate it. Even if you skip the ads, thank you for not skipping them, but if you don't, or
totally
you do, it's fine. We are so thankful for you.
And we don't ask you to super chat. We are grateful that you do.
Yeah, but we don't. You never require.
I don't think you've ever heard us say, "Please super chat. Please donate. Please." We never do that.
Yeah, like we may say, like, "Hey, join our Patreon if you want to," but it's not required.
But it's you'll never hear us say that, and I challenge you to find where we've ever said that. So.
Thank you.
As much as we're grateful for it, we are. It's your choice to do that, and if you just watch the videos, that's all we ever expect out of you. And we are so grateful for just that.
The fact that we can walk down Main Street most days and be stopped.
Yeah.
And recognized, like, what? That means it's like that matters so much more. I don't care if there's 100 chat rooms on Reddit, whatever the heck those sites are.
Yeah.
They're watching every video. I don't care what those.
That's what those people don't realize is they're supporting us and they're paying us.
So keep on going.
At the same time,
the point is
classic.
Those can exist, but what matters is the fact that we can walk down Main Street and we're stopped and given high fives and hugs and love. And when that happens,
the gratitude that you guys give us
it's so amazing. Like, I could cry. You guys don't understand how much you mean to us. I don't even know if you understand. The love is just, it's everything. Disney Ortega, thank you for the 5. If you did cosplay, who would it be if you choose Disney, Star Wars, Marvel, and an anime? I guess I'm going to go really simple, but I wish I had the body to be Black Widow. I just watched that movie, so I'm kind of like feeling it. Star Wars, obviously Princess Leia.
Yeah, I would do Star Wars too. I don't know what I would do though, because I gotta think of a character for the Galactic Star Cruiser.
I know, you gotta
because
think of that.
Yeah,
You'll think of something.
Yeah.
Sandra, thank you for the 20. Seeing you two at Merriest Nights by Small World was a blast. Oh, it was so good to see you. Thank you for not running the other way when I came up to you yelling, Katie. Your videos have brought so much joy during a trying year. You are a joy during this trying year. We did not restock our merch yet. We are working on it. PSA guy, thank you for the 2. Hey, Happy New Year's, guys. D23 Expo sales start January 20th. Thanks for reminding us and everybody. Jeff A sends 5. Do you guys usually go to the parks on the last night of Christmas holidays, last hurrah or too sad? It kind of depends on our schedule and how we're feeling, but I would love it. The Paper Fast Pass vlog on Rise with Theme Park Obsession was my favorite. Okay, first of all, if you watch that, you're a rock star, because that vlog I shot with my camera, like my phone.
Yeah, because I wasn't there.
I was screaming and shaking the camera all over the place. So if anybody covered that and watched it, you are a rock star. Like, you're a rock star, and thank you. We love Dylan and Michael, and hopefully we'll see them soon.
Betty says, every time I go to Disneyland, I wish to run into you guys and say hi. Fingers crossed it happens someday. We hope so too.
Yeah.
Oh, Jinx, buy me a Coke.
No.
Right on, Betty.
The buns would be so cute. No, we don't have outfits for Star Cruiser yet. Let me see here. Do you think the Disney burnout is real? LOL. It can be. There's times where we've gone and you know, it's like, you know, you just feel it. Sometimes it's not often.
Yeah.
It's when it's like, say it's like really crowded and we're having a hard time filming, or we're just having a hard time between ourselves, like, because, you know, shocking as it may seem, we fight. And if we're having a fight, it's really hard.
Well, and on top of that,
it burns you out.
I don't think that, and I'm not asking for sympathy at all. I'm just saying that there's times when everything is going right and smooth.
I got an eyelash in my eye.
You're
Sorry.
right?
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to run to the mirror.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what...
I was going to say, you seem like...
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I felt it.
What I was saying was, there's times when, in anything you do, which we take great care and we put a lot of effort into what we do to create videos for you guys to watch. And there's kind of a perfect scenario for that, in a sense of, you know, when we're doing an intro somewhere and we're trying to say, hey, welcome to the show, here's what we're going to do today, and this and that. And then, you know, amidst saying those things and we're doing that, you know, some loud noise happens or some baby screams a blood-curdling scream, which, you know, kids are kids. It's not that we're worried about that. It's just that when you're trying to do an intro for something and something interrupts because you're in a theme park, in a public space, it's not easy to achieve what you see in the video. A lot of times what you see is maybe done 3 times and we pick the best take when it was the most quiet, or we're trying to capture something that's only happening one time. It's a special event that's happening at Disney and we're trying to capture it for what it's worth and give you guys the best scenario of it, like you're there and you're watching it in the best light possible, and something happens to interrupt that. That's what becomes a little difficult for us, because me coming from television production, it's a controlled studio atmosphere where it's quiet and the only thing that's happening is the thing that is being filmed at the time, and anything else is just unacceptable. So I think those are the times that it becomes, you know, a little more challenging for us. And you see in the bloopers a lot where, you know, you'll hear the backup beep of a, you know,
ECV.
one of those ECV vehicles,
I
or
got it. There was
someone
an eyelash.
screaming, or, you know, sometimes they have these trash carts that have these really loud wheels that like,
It goes like,
and it's like, you know, it's so, if we were to leave that in, you guys, it would be overwhelmingly loud on the audio, and you would be like, what was that noise? And
right.
what, you know, and it just takes you out of the element. So those are the things that become challenging for us in shooting these vlogs. Does it steer us away from doing it? No, we love doing it, and we just stop and we wait and we move on. We laugh about it sometimes. You see it in the bloopers. You've seen it in like a lot of people's bloopers. Look at Max. Mr. Cheesy Pop has a great bloopers video this year where it's just constant ECV beep, beep, beep. And it's just like.
We actually, so another thing, speaking of bloopers, somebody said we need more, Sonia says we need more blooper reels.
Yeah.
We heard you, thank goodness, and our last vlog that we did, the one where we gave you what to expect in January, we actually included them.
Yeah.
Sometimes the problem is we cut them out and then we just kind of forget about them.
Yeah.
But now we're keeping them, and we actually filmed some today. I realize now because.
And I'm trying to stockpile them, so when they happen, I try to take them and put them in an area where we keep them, and so at the end of the year, next year we'll.
Do you still have that like folder?
Yeah, I do.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm saving every time we do bloopers, and I'm trying to save them when we do them and isolate them. Whereas before, I used to cut them out and throw them out.
Oh my God, were you guys arguing before Monday's live? Where was Monday? In the park? No, were we arguing? I think we maybe we did argue.
I don't know.
We probably did. Don't be surprised. If you ever see us in the park, sometimes we argue with each other for a little bit.
If you don't know a couple that doesn't argue or get into...
snap at each other or whatever.
Then they're not a real couple.
Yeah.
I hate to say that. Married or not, it's just something that happens when you live with somebody and you spend 24 hours a day with them. You know, things happen.
Yeah.
And so... if you think that doesn't happen, then you're living in a dream world.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
I met you guys when you guys lost your camera and you were still so nice. That's awesome. Thank you. PSA guy sends 5. Spence and Katie, this year's D23 Expo will be the first post-pandemic. Will you guys get the sorcerer package, and do you see any changes coming to the expo? We won't get the sorcerer package. We'll probably just go to one day.
Yeah.
And that will be it. And changes will probably just be masks indoors. Dumbest argument you guys have ever had?
Jeez, I don't know. I never even thought about it.
We've had some pretty dumb ones. We're both pretty stubborn.
Most of them are pretty dumb.
Yeah, we're both really stubborn.
Yeah.
So there's times where like we could have made up hours ago, but we're both not going to be the first one to say, you know what, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. It's very rare. Like, you know, it does not happen. Like, we are we're both fire signs too, so you put 2 fire signs together and it's like an explosion. Christopher, thank you for the 5. Fun Star Wars trivia. The name of planet Scarif got its name when Gareth Edwards ordered coffee and they got his name wrong.
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny.
That's funny.
Love that.
Super Roy says, I can tell when you guys have argued, it's easy to tell. I can take it, so I take it upon me to send an encouraging note. I don't like you guys fighting.
Aww,
Thank you, Roy.
So
I appreciate
sweet.
that. But the reality is...
That's so awesome, first, that you know us
No,
that well,
that's
that
awesome.
You can read that. Like, that's real love, so thank you.
No, we appreciate that. But at the same time, it's like, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
We're not perfect as humans. That's just how it is.
That's so sweet of you.
So, you know.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony, don't feel bad, guys. I lost a pretty expensive phone live streaming. Take the losses like a real fighter. Bounce back. Hey,
that's what's up, Tony.
That's for sure.
Tony, Beautiful Tomorrow TV, good friend of ours, has quite an amazing hat collection going on.
Yes.
Tony, I see on Instagram, dude, it just keeps expanding. Like, dude, where do you put all those hats? Like,
yeah.
I have a lot of hats. I do. I'm a hat guy, but Tony is like...
I don't know where Patrick is, literally. Like, I actually don't know where Patrick is, to be honest with you. Ladybugger Jen, thank you. Hey, Ladybugger Jen. Hi, Katie and Spencer. I just wanted to wish you a happy and healthy New Year. I got the COVID before the New Year. You and so many have this Rona, so we're sorry. The good news is we're hearing it's like more flu-like. So let's hope it just continues that way for everybody. Oh, hope you feel better. Glad you are feeling better, but hope you're like 100% very soon. We love you. Pearl, oh my gosh, that's so generous of you. $50. Wow. Please enjoy this donation as a 2021 content. Thank you. You're so sweet. You recently mentioned West Coast travel. This is a vote for Oregon. June, July is gorgeously green. We have the ocean, Mount Hood, waterfalls, forest, George Crater Lake, and beyond.
Yeah, Mount Hood. So as a snowboarder growing up in the romantic days of the early days of snowboarding, like when it was brand new, Mount Hood was a place that you would go in the summertime and you would ride the glaciers. They would build half pipes and have parks, and there was camps up there, and it was where you could continue to snowboard throughout the summertime. Guys would camp in their cars for the whole summer in the parking lots, and just, you know, when snowboarding was a brand new thing. And I remember Mount Hood being one of those spots in the summer where everybody would go to Hood in the summer, and then wherever it snowed first, go back to whatever. But yeah,
we would love to do that. I'm definitely looking into June, July already. Francisco Garcia sends 5 favorite pizza in San Francisco. Love you guys. We actually haven't had enough pizza there.
That one place we went was pretty good.
Where? We
went to that Italian place. Didn't we have pizza that night?
I don't remember.
Where we ate, it was during the lockdown where they had everything on the streets and the weird little tables.
Oh, what was that? Like, we have a vlog. It was in San Francisco kind of during the lockdown. But I think the thumbnail is me having pizza. That would be our favorite place. But Tony, I feel like we haven't had enough.
So Tony, in response to my hat question, thank you, Best Life Beyond rocks it, running out of room for my caps. And Vanessa says I only have one head.
I love it.
Dude, killing it, bro.
Let me see. We have 207 thumbs up. Let's see if we can get that to 500.
That's a good idea.
That's reasonable.
We can do it.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Well, 200 is actually pretty good. Disney Ortega, thank you for the 10. Leo and Sagittarius, yeah. Explosion, but great match, yes. Arguments will be forgotten because the fire keeps on going. Love that. Stubbornness is part of fire signs, and none want to lose. Both great comments.
so true.
We do not like to lose. And the problem is, too, we're also like, one wants to be right, you know? Like, and when one of us is right, the other one's not going to say, like, you know, you were right. Like, that's a very rare thing.
Too proud.
We are too proud. Like, we are bad with that. It is not good. It is a big flaw in our relationship. But, you know, Katie, what did you do with Patrick? I honestly don't know. We moved, and I remember. I know I saw him.
Because I honestly don't know where it is.
I think I know where it's at, but
Guilt.
like,
Guilty.
No, I'm
she
not
knows,
guilty.
Guys. She knows.
I'm being serious. Like,
she's not.
I think I know where it's at. I'm pretty sure it's safely tucked away and packed. You know.
She hid it on purpose.
Did not.
I bet she did.
Jeremy, thank you for the 5. A very good pizza place is in Petaluma, California. Old Chicago Pizza. I love Chicago Pizza. Get out of here. Patrick on this live, or it didn't happen. Patrick was more during the lockdown. That's kind of when he... what was your worst fight about?
I don't even know, because it doesn't matter.
There was one time we got into a fight. You know, I think I know what one of our worst fights was. It was 2020, New Year's Eve. We had so much anxiety. I think I had you had a panic attack, and then we ended up fighting. Oh my gosh, we fought all the way on the tram and all the way on the drive home. Like, just
I believe that.
Went to and then we didn't even celebrate. We went home, went to sleep. That was it. We didn't even see New Year's. Like, I think we slept in separate sections of the house. Oh, we were so mad. Oh, and I don't remember, like, what it was. So, how do you decide where you go? Do you film every time you go to Disneyland? We don't film every time we go to Disneyland, contrary to some people have said that to us, like, or accused us, like, you only go because
No,
of the film, or
no.
you can't go without filming. Like,
we're one of those vlogs that we actually go and enjoy it.
We really do.
Without filming, and I can't say that about all of them.
Mm-hmm. Katie, is this a leg lamp situation? The Christmas story.
Yeah.
It's not.
Katie, it's fragile.
It's fragile.
Yeah.
It's okay. Patrick is thawing for his return in March. You're evil. You're evil. I'm pretty sure I know where he's at. I'm pretty sure. I'll
just get another one.
Are you guys enjoying your new apartment? Love the kitchen. We love it. What bracelets are you wearing? I have the Disney World 50th one on, my Binky Lee one. This bracelet I got when I got my makeup done from Kaylee.
It's a major award.
Alex and Ani's, and then the beads I haven't been wearing because they've been really heavy, so I have those off. Thank you. These are the Kiss nails.
Thank you, Jen. It's a Nixon. Live it, learn it, know it.
Fragile. I can't even imagine what Spencer is like fighting. Dude, he is a hothead. Like, once he's past this boiling point, it's over. Whereas, like, I shut down and get kind of, like, quiet and sassy, and I, like, piss him off more because I won't respond to him. I'm like, well, no, now I'm done. And he's like, because I will prod and poke at him.
She'll do it just to get me to get more mad, and then go, look at you. It's like a ploy to get me to get more mad. It's like a setup, and I fall for it.
Every time.
But I'm not going to not fall. It's not that I'm falling for it. It's just that I'm like, oh, you want this?
Yeah.
Is this what you want? Okay, so you want to provoke this? Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
And then I lay in. And then it's either tears or something that happens to where I'm supposed to feel bad and then I don't. And whatever.
It's pretty funny.
We all have our...
Yeah. But he is a hothead, and I'm a antagonizer. Like, so it's between... Yeah,
don't poke the bear. Exactly. Don't poke the bear, because guess what? I got claws.
Yeah, he gets verbally, like, he's just like, bah, 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 bah. He's verbal judo. Dude, like, I push the buttons, man.
I don't forget. So, if you say something...
He's like an elephant, and then...
I lock it in, and then if you say something that counters that, I'll go, wait a minute, but you said 20 minutes ago this, and you're like,
Henry says, so you're like your mama. Exactly. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Henry, exactly. Like, I ain't going for it.
Let the Wookiee win.
No, I won't let the Wookiee win. No. Yeah. I know that she's been known to rip off her opponent's arms. Mm-hmm. Not scared.
Yeah, I mean, he's not
or
scared.
Anybody for that matter. Like, that's kind of how I am.
Spencer, that's the other thing. Yeah.
I've done very stupid things.
Yeah.
And stood up to very... people that would own me and destroy me with the pinky of their thing, and I will stand up and give them 100% of my go, like, without measure. It's surprising that I'm still on this earth.
Yeah. Well, Spencer's also the type too, so it's like, have you guys ever watched that show? It's on Netflix and it's called Brain something. Anyway, so the first episode, they do this experiment where they take these 5 kids and they take them all and they take them in the room and they say, okay, we're going to show you an audition tape of a girl who puts her video on the internet and she's like singing with a ukulele and she sings terribly, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they tell them like, hey, how would you rate this girl? We're not going to tell her what you say. So they think
your opinions are anonymous. What do you think?
And the kids all say, she sucked, like, she was terrible. You need to,
right.
blah, 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 because they think they're anonymous. Like, you're never going to run into them. Then they tell them, actually, you're going to say it to the singer's face. And they all were like, crap. And so they got a lot nicer.
Well, they got a lot nicer, and a lot of them changed their
tune.
Their tune, yeah.
So the point is, though, these people that are so anonymous behind the keyboard, they have courage because they're never going to meet us into their face. Like,
right.
9 times out of 10, they lie and say they do, but the point is that I'm trying to make Spencer's the type that's like, literally, he's not trying to say it as a threat, but he's like, come and say it to my face. Like, I want to know what you're going to say because you ain't going to say anything when you meet me, you know.
And it still has not happened once.
Yeah.
So
I actually did meet a person who was trolling me and like just being a dick. Like, just totally thought that, you know, I was this horrible person. I met her at Disneyland, and I was like, you know, I actually gave her the time. She's like, yeah, well, you're this, that, and the other. You know, she thought I was just this, like, what did she say? She's like,
she had her preconceptions about
you. She
you.
thought I was like just privileged. All I do is just fart around at Disneyland all the time. And I sat there and like listened, and you know, the one thing is, I found, you know, she was just so wrong. But the whole thing I found is that she just wanted to be listened to and have that attention and talk to. We ended up getting along though, and I think I bought her like a Jolly Holiday coffee, I think, at the time. So, you know, what are you gonna do? But the point is though, Spencer's that type though that if he saw somebody, he'd be like,
Daniel
come
says,
on.
I would be careful, bro. One day you'll meet your match. I'm 51 years old. I've been operating like this since I was like, you know, 15. So, like, as much as I say, yeah, you could be right, Daniel.
It'll happen. You never know.
I don't know. Like, I don't do anything I don't go after situations, but if situations come after me.
Yeah, that's what we should have clarified that.
Yeah,
Spencer doesn't seek it out.
No, but if you come after me and you make me your target, guess what? You're going to get some recourse, and you're going to get, you know, the bull's going to come out, and you're going to see a side of me that you don't normally see.
The power of the Wookiee is strong.
Right.
Yes.
So
I guess that's the point we should have clarified with. We will never seek it out. We would say like, hey, I feel like you wouldn't be saying this if you weren't in an anonymous chat or an anonymous forum like Reddit and all that. They wouldn't say, like 9 times out of 10, like no. I actually give credit to the girl that came up to me and actually said, hey, you know, you're
like Valeria says, you don't go looking for trouble. No, I don't. But if trouble comes to me, I'm not going to like kind of cower.
Spencer won't back down.
I'm not one of those. And as far as like, you know, internet trolls, it's like, I really don't care. I don't know you. I wouldn't take advice from a stranger. So I'm also not going to take what a stranger says to heart, because I would never take your advice. I don't even know you. So I don't care what you think about me. Mm-hmm. You could make up lies about me. I really don't care.
Ooh, Terry Robinson.
You know?
He did meet his match. She's sitting next to him.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But like
Brain Games, that's what it is. Watch Brain Games, the first episode.
Oh, I used to love that show.
Yes. Yeah. No, we just watched it.
What are you talking about?
It's on Netflix. That's what it's called, Brain Games.
Okay. I was thinking something else.
No, I think it's called Brain Games on Netflix, where the girl is singing. And it is so like.
Tommy says, I don't understand why people waste energy on being hateful to others. Well, I don't either. I think there's some psychological reasons behind all that.
Well, they do it on Brain Games.
Right, and as far as like why people do it on the internet is because there's an anonymity to them being able to hide behind a keyboard and just say what they feel, and that's fine. If that's what they need in their lives, go right ahead. That's that's where that stuff comes from. It's not real. If you watch that
episode, it's really cool because they actually dug into the kind of like the science of why people do what they do. So it was really interesting and fascinating. I was just like, oh my gosh, I forgot why I turned
99.9% of them would never ever say anything that they say online to your face. Mm-hmm. Ever. Mm-hmm. I like I said, you've experienced it once, but that was a very rare kind of specific situation. Yeah. I've never experienced that. And so
excuse me.
I just don't think that kind of situation lends itself to a reality thing. It's like it's a very like everybody's bold when they're anonymous, but we're not anonymous. We're very open, and we're very we allow you guys into our lives, and we we're very open about it. Whereas the people that are doing this are hiding behind fake screen names. They're hiding behind a keyboard. Literally, they don't have
Yeah, so like, do these
It's-
people
it's
know
not-
each other in real life even? Like,
It's
or their
sad.
real names?
It's
Like,
sad.
I would go on there, like,
You
say
know.
those forums, like those hate forums.
Yeah.
I would love to go on there and see. Not that I do. I've heard of some things. Brainchild, is that what you were thinking of? But anyways, my whole point is I would love for them to like post a picture of themselves and say,
But they won't.
my name is Mary,
They won't.
and I live alone, and I
have no
you
life,
know,
and I'm gonna sit.
no, and really say like who they actually
They
are,
won't do that.
and put themselves out there to be vulnerable. But Mary, you ain't gonna do that. So
No.
you're gonna be the fake screen name that you are, and again, they're watching every single video.
So that helps us. So thank you to those
So
folks.
the reality is that's
yeah.
what it is. So, do you guys miss Walt Disney World yet? I hope to see more videos. We miss Walt Disney World. Like, we were talking about it today, in fact, weren't we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Larry.
I'm dying for
Larry
it.
says, Spencer, it's almost like the song by Billy Idol, Eyes Without a Face. You're so spot on. Yeah, it is.
It's true.
Yeah.
Wait, are they twinning in black? I just noticed. Oh my gosh, we are. Oh, okay, here's why we wore these. Do I want to give it away? Well, you'll see tomorrow. But we originally planned on going like on kind of like a hike, which kind of did a little, I don't know. So we wore these shirts because they're a breathable material that's also like, what is it called? It's a breathable material, but it's good for if you're kind of working out.
Yeah.
So that's why we wore them. And I think we look pretty cool, don't you think? Katie, I just posted that recipe you recently posted on your Insta stories with the veggies. It was really good. Okay, so I can't take credit for that. I do things a little bit different, but there was a vlogger, not a blogger, sorry, there's a girl on Instagram. So much of my recipes.
A girl on Instagram?
I know, shocker.
I've never heard of such a thing.
So many girls. I follow so many of, they have so many wonderful recipes that I get inspiration from. And I can't remember which one it was, but if I figure out who she was, I'll share it because she has such good recipes. I don't even know if she even has an Instagram anymore because it was quite some time ago. I would love to take a trip to New York, Francisco. Do you ever get that, Francisco? Where they were, what is that movie? Wrong one. What was that movie? Elf.
Oh, I love Elf.
When he goes, Francisco. We miss Walt Disney World as well, but prefer Disneyland. I understand. Yeah, it's they're both really good. It just depends on like what you kind of like connect with and like how you feel. Sometimes Walt Disney World is just the right thing at the right time because it's that vacation feeling, Whereas at Disneyland it can kind of feel a little bit more. But then again, I guess if you don't live there, Disneyland can kind of feel vacation-y too. So it just depends on what you feel.
Tim says,
bye, Henry. Hope you feel better. I'll make you some soup tomorrow.
Bye, Henry.
I'm singing. It's a song, and I'm singing.
I like this. Tim Noel, here's a random question. What's your favorite Back to the Future, 1, 2, or 3? I like 1 myself.
I'm not a big Back to the Future
2 is good too, though.
It's good, but
I like 1. They're kind of a classic, yeah.
We talked about Encanto in the last live stream that died. What's the thing? We put liquid paper on a beat and
it died.
Boats and will you ever visit any of the Disney parks abroad? Someday. When's the next merch search? It will be filmed within the next
yeah, very soon.
Very, very soon.
The originators of the merch search.
Yeah, we take credit for that.
The term merch search started here, folks. Just so you know. We
just want to try and feel cool about something with Disney.
We're just claiming it. Just
trying to claim it. Just trying to be cool.
Putting our flag in there and saying.
So if you ever see somebody say that, no.
Just know where it came from.
I actually found the video too.
Know where it got bitten from. So I'm a graffiti artist, right? So when you bite something, you're taking a bite and leaving the rest. So they're taking a bite out of what we created, and So
Shut up.
just so you know, I'm
Trying
just
to
saying.
feel cool.
Yeah.
We're just messing, by the way. We're literally just messing around. Have you been to London? No, I've never been over,
I've been to Heathrow Airport
I've
on
never
a transfer from one plane to another, but I never left the airport.
Oh, that's weird.
So I went to Dublin after that. We went from Heathrow to Dublin, and so
there's so many places in Europe I want to go to. I'm just so scared about flying over the ocean that far. Like, I don't know how you guys do it. Like, it freaks me out. Ugh. Merch search, LOL, and I use that now too. See? Cool kids. You guys give me Nick Miller and Jess vibes from New Girl. I have not watched that show.
I don't know what that is.
But I'm going to assume they're cool. I just want to assume that. I've never been to Chicago. I would love to go to Chicago.
I went once for work. Had some deep dish pizza that was
Killer.
phenomenal. That was my only time to do anything there. I was working the whole time I was there. So I didn't have a chance. But the first night I was there, I went out and got deep dish pizza. It was a place called Duo. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Katie, I'm afraid to fly as well, but Disney Paris was magical. You can do it. Okay. I feel like I could do it. I just have to not think about it, if that makes any sense. Like, I have to just, like, do it. Favorite breakfast spot in Vegas? I'm going in May. There's a new one we want to try, so I'm not going to say that. But Peppermill is great for breakfast because you get such big portions. And where else did we like? There was another place that we went to in Aria. We did brunch there.
Oh, I forget the name of that
kind
place.
Of brunchy.
It was with Miguel and.
No, the other one. It was just you and me.
Oh,
in Aria.
I forget the name of that place.
I know, I can't.
It was so
we
amazing.
have a video on it though. If you check our vlogs. Jeremy, thank you for the 5. Katie, what about Paris to London on a train? Oh, I would do that. Once I'm in the UK.
Riding on the metro. Liz, yes, I did work on Ellen. I was a stage manager.
Yeah. Wait, what do some people say?
People have said I'm a stagehand, I'm a producer. I was a stage manager.
Wait.
Directors Guild of America, folks. I was a stage manager.
Wait, say the theory though. What's the theory that I was this married woman and you were a stage something and you came and found me? Like, there was somebody sent me a story and it
I don't know.
Like
people have said that I'm a producer and then I got fired from the show with all those other people. Like, I'm a stage manager, guys. Get it straight.
They're trying to give you a better job, eh?
Whatever. They have no idea.
Egg Slut. That's good at Cosmo.
Egg Slut's good, yeah.
Dude, so good.
But the things that people say about like what I did and where I whatever, they're so.
Salt and Ivy.
Oh, thank you, Salt and Ivy.
Eric Brubacue. Of course you
Thanks,
would
Eric.
get that.
Salt and Ivy at Aria.
Dude, Salt and Ivy is so good.
Yeah,
I don't know why it was so good, but it was good. Black Bear Diner is bomb.
Okay.
Where is there a Black Bear Diner? I can't remember like where it is. When is your next trip?
Well, we don't know yet. I mean, we'll have to. You stand by for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tacos El Gordo is delicious if you like. Where's that?
That's the place that when we're going to downtown and when we're driving and we get to that dead spot when we're on the way to Resorts World that's on the right, there's always a line around the corner. Now, to be fair, we would have tried it. We've heard about it, but the line and the last time we were kind of around there, the line was so long, and then before that, it was during like really heavy COVID times, and it was like super crowded. And we're like, we're not going over there. So we haven't gone to Tacos El Gordo. We hear it's amazing.
I think we're always distracted by Peppermill.
Well, we were on our way to Peppermill, so we weren't going to stop.
Every time we're always, if we get anywhere near
because it's on the way to downtown, like from the Strip. So
yeah, when is the next video with our fave Pixar Charlie? I hope soon.
Hopefully soon.
I think he had some reservations and then he texted and said like, oh, I had to cancel them. So we always just assume it's for work. So hopefully when he gets the time, he'll come around. But we have to let him do his thing, and sadly, Walt Disney World Galactic Star Cruiser next trip. Yes.
So far, that is. There'll probably be something in the interim. We just haven't planned it yet.
No, I think they're saying on your next trip to Walt Disney World, that is happening, which is true. Like, we're not coming before. Have you been to Din Tai Fung in California? Yes. Dylan and I went to First of all, we got takeout. I think you, me, Dylan, and Adam got it for takeout.
Yeah.
But Dylan and I actually went and were double cheese fatties, 100%. Ordered so much food, almost got sick. Over once before in Costa Mesa. It was amazing. When are y'all coming to Texas? They said they were going to get at Disneyland. They lied. I wish. That was never true, but if it was, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know about Texas. It's not like super on our radar, but you never know. You just never know. That's not in the direct plans, but I would love to be there, though. I would love to go to Texas someday. Someday.
Tejas is what it's called.
Tejas.
Yeah.
Will you guys do blab pin drop around Disneyland again? You know, we do need to do that again someday. We have some buttons.
Yeah.
Not pins, but buttons, if that's what you're talking about.
Chocolate dumplings. Oh, man.
Don't say that while we're dieting. What type of music do you listen to? Almost everything.
Yeah, we're pretty
good
yeah,
mix.
I mean, it just depends on the mood and where we are.
I don't really listen to rap or
now, there's
country.
There's stuff that you listen to that I do not listen to.
Yeah, like heavy metal.
I wouldn't call it heavy metal.
I listen to alternative. I love heavy metal, though.
But if you say that generically, it's like you listen to a certain era of...
No, I do not.
No,
I listen to everything.
But what I'm trying to... Here's what I'm trying to say.
Are you talking about my emo music?
Yes.
Dude, my emo music?
There's like some emo stuff
Erica,
with some bands
where you at?
That's like... And then there's some stuff where it's like what I used to call grindcore, where the singer would go...
I love that stuff.
Whatever that is, I don't listen to that.
So good.
It's like a
heck yeah
different generation than I am, but
dude, who listens to emo music from the late 2000s or early 2000s?
It's like you're into like Bolt Thrower and stuff like that. Like
love it, emo 2000s, man. Disney Adventure Vlogs. Thank you for the 5. One person from Trilogy Media that I watch on YouTube. She used to work on Ellen as an internship. I will be going to Disneyland this Friday. Have fun.
Cool. We
did put away our Christmas stuff. We did. My Chemical Romance. Yes. Dude, all the good emo stuff. I'm telling you, my emo music is so good. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Any plans to visit Denver? No, we've not planned anything for that, but that would be fun. Papa Roach, Lincoln Park, Slipknot.
Hello, Australia.
Hi in Australia. What time is it in Australia?
Baylor and Sage from Australia.
The Used. When are you going back to Vegas? We'll talk about it soon. 80s music all the way. Love 80s music. Are you going to be at Disneyland next week? I think so. We're pretty much there almost every week. Almost every week.
You like Lincoln Park?
Okay, it's 2 p.m. on Thursday.
Okay.
Wow. My girlfriend is always too shy to say hi to you guys at the park, so I'll do it here. Well, hello.
Hello.
Does watching the entire ad on your videos help support? They both are good.
It does.
If you skip it.
It totally does. But if you want to skip it, that's fine. But it does help us if you watch it.
A little bit. If you watch all of our videos all the way through, which is why we were originally saying that about, our haters. Because they watch every minute of every vlog.
Who? They're just haters? They don't have names.
No.
They're not people.
But anyways, my point is that's why we spun into that, is because they will watch everything. So that was my point. But I guess the idea that came out of that, though, is that, the most you can do, the least but the most you can do is watch every video all the way through. It is so helpful to support us. You have no idea. Where can I get Mickey waffles besides Carnation Cafe? The Storytellers Cafe, the breakfast buffet, and then not Carnation. What's the name of that place? Plaza Inn Character Breakfast.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Those. Yes, Katie is getting tired. It's about time for me to go to sleep. I want to start making some soup for my stepdad. What to wear in January? Is it cold or hot? It's a little bit warm in the sun, and then it gets very cold at night for the most part. Yeah,
it's been consistently in the low 60s and upper 50s, and even colder.
Sometimes even the lower 50s.
For the last couple of weeks, which it's like a decent winter here. It's kind of old school. Like
It's got a little bit of precipitation
now,
and cold.
that doesn't mean to say that we will get a heat wave next week and it'll be 100. It happens. This is technically a desert that we live in, but it has been consistently wintry SoCal winter for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. It's kind of surprising.
Yeah. What's the best way to support you guys? Just watching our videos.
Yeah, just watching the videos.
A lot of people ask about the Patreon thing, which, hand me your phone if I gave it to you. I will put the link for the Patreon in the chat. Some people are, weekly subscribers. Some people are, so it just depends on.
Kaylin, looking forward to being in LA in February. That's not cold. We had a very cold night in Oregon. I know that relatively speaking, like, you could live in a place that's like 38 below zero right now and say that we're crazy for saying that it's cold. It's all relative to where you live. With all due respect, we hear that a lot about, like, it's not cold. You know where I live? It's like, well, yeah, of course, but you acclimate. Like, so just understand that when we say it's cold, we mean it's cold for here. I've lived in the snow. I've lived in the mountains. I've worked in the mountains. I've been a snowmaker. I've lived at, 7,000 to 10,000 feet for every day of the year. It's a relative thing when we say that. So don't say, like, to us, like, well, you don't know what cold is. It's like, well, it's relative. Like, you get used to where you live, and within 2 weeks of being anywhere, you acclimate. Your body and your blood acclimates. So, I hear that so much of, like, it's not cold. Why are you cold? I'd be in a t-shirt. Well, yeah.
I know you're not spamming.
What?
I was reading somebody's.
Anyways, I get so tired of hearing that, like, that, well, you don't know what cold is. I was like, yeah, I do. I've been in very cold. I was a snowmaker. I worked on a mountain from 7 at night till 8 the next morning, where it was below zero on many nights, and having to work outside and making snow and doing things like that. I know what cold is, but wherever you acclimate to and wherever you live consistently, that's what you acclimate to. And then so, if you live in the Bahamas and it's like 70, you're like, it's cold. But that's not to say that, like, that's not cold. Well, to him it is. So just be aware when you say those things to us, because sometimes it gets me, like, to where I'm like, dude, I know what cold is. I've been in the cold. Trust me. I know what cold is, and I know what hot is. So it's all relative to where you live and your body acclimation,
Celia, thank you for the 3. Good night, Spence. You're a fox, Katie, you baddie. I love you. You're so cute. Me too. Oh my God, preach. Yo, Spencer, how are you? Desert gets cold in the winter.
Yeah.
Where did the name Life Disney come from?
We were starting our new channel from leaving the Disney Bears, and we did Disney content, and our life was consistent of that. So it was. I thought Disney Life. I'm like, that's stupid. Then I thought Life Disney, because it's kind of odd to say Life Disney, and that's where it came from. Like, I jotted down names on the top of a magazine or something. I was frantically writing names because I told Katie we're starting our own channel, and I'm going to think of a name like tonight. And I wish I saved that, because I had all these names that I wrote down, and because I was trying to think, what do? We live a Disney life. Well, Life Disney. So that's where it came from.
And then we took Disney out of it because
Well, then it went Life Disney and Beyond, because we were doing stuff outside the park.
Yeah.
And then it started growing and actually becoming profitable, and we decided, wow, we're going to get, we couldn't make merch, first of all. That was the first sign of, like, oh, we're getting pushback for the name Disney being in our title, and we couldn't make merch. Companies were like, we're not making that. It's a conflict of interest. We do stuff for Disney, and we're not going to do that. And it was like, oh, okay, so maybe Disney's going to be not happy with thinking, because we also had people go, oh, do you guys work for Disney?
Yeah.
And we go, no. And they go, oh, well, we saw Disney in the title. And we thought, okay, we don't want that misconception. So we took Disney out, and Katie always said, living your best life. And Life Disney was already there. So I thought, wait a minute, best life. And we kept the and beyond, because that was part of Life Disney and Beyond. So we just tagged on best life and beyond instead of Life Disney and Beyond. So that was where the kind of
Who did our logo? Spence?
I did. Yeah.
He does most of our stuff. What ride at the parks do you think is the most romantic, and can Spencer sing Love Boat? Most romantic. I love Peter Pan's storybook during sunset.
Yeah.
Super romantic to me.
Even Haunted Mansion, weirdly.
Oh yeah,
because you're in a dune buggy and you're kind of close and you're no one can kind of see you and it's kind of like your own little like deal. Anything with an omni mover or the dune buggy, which is technically called an omni mover, because you feel like you're alone in this little thing, even though there's somebody like 2 feet to the left and 2 feet to the right of you. I feel like those are romantic rides.
Right. This is the Costco blanket.
And no, I won't sing Love Boat.
Really?
The Love Boat. Soon we'll be making another run.
Where
the Love Boat.
How can I find a man
promises something
Disney
for
like
everyone.
Set
a course for adventure, your mind on a new romance. And love won't hurt anymore.
You can find
Come
a guy
aboard.
that likes Spencer by going to Disneyland.
We're expecting
Go
you.
as much as you can, and
the
you'll find them
Love
there.
Boat.
God, this guy's crazy.
Promises something for everyone.
I don't even know this song, so I wish I could part to it.
Oh, it's genius.
Spencer, you missed your calling.
Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. Fantasy Island. Yeah, pinball.
Was Betty White ever on Love Boat?
Probably. I would just, if I was just a betting man, I would bet on the fact that she was.
I'm sorry, I'm yawning because I'm so tired.
Are we keeping you up?
Yes, I want to go to sleep now.
Are we boring you?
No, you're not boring me, that's for sure. Doing the opposite of that.
Larry says, on that note, I'm off to bed. I'll hit you up, Spence. All right, Larry. Give you that Love Boat, Larry. That's for Larry.
Larry the Love Boat.
That's not what you think it is. That means Larry. That's the
Larry the Love Boat.
Larry the... Charo. Well, Charo, I think Charo was on Love Boat many times. I think Charo made an appearance on most of the primetime specials of that era.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Whenever our fridge makes ice, it always scares me because it's like...
No, there's many times at night where that'll happen, and I'm sitting here watching TV, and I'll think that you're walking in.
Yeah.
And I'll look over, and there's no one there, and I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, I don't mean I don't remember the Love Boat. I don't even know the Love Boat.
You need to know the Love Boat.
You know, we've been going to bed pretty late, too. It happens.
It does.
Y'all, we are going to end this because we have a pretty early day tomorrow.
We're wrapping this up.
We're wrapping it.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, you guys, for both streams. We had a little problem with the first one. So if you didn't see the first stream, there was one before this. Go back and watch that because it will make sense when it's all...
And I put the link for our Patreon in the chat. It's a pinned comment.
Yeah.
So for those of you asking, all we ever ask is for you to just watch the videos.
Yeah.
It helps us. It literally supports us if you watch the whole video. However, those people that always ask, like, what is the extra I can do? If you don't want to super chat, you don't ever have to.
It's our virtual tip jar.
Yeah. The Patreon, some people do like a monthly thing. Some people do a one-time, like we've had people, donate like $100, and that was it. We've had some people that are like, I do, this, that, and the other. So whatever you want to, you don't have to, don't even touch it, but the link is there, so there you have it. We love you guys so much. We had so much fun.
Yeah, thanks to you guys. Thanks to our Patreons. Thanks to everybody who always comes in and just chats with us.
Yeah, just being here. Thank you to our moderators. You all are awesome.
Jeff, Victor, and Jason, not in that particular order. Please hit that thumbs up button on the way out. That helps us out quite a bit, and it's free to do that. So,
hugs and high fives.
Hugs and high fives. Yeah, the two H's. And we'll see you guys next time on Best Life and Beyond. What's happening Wednesday for Katie and myself. Good night, everybody.